লাইভ থাকে
Huh?
লাইভ
Okay.
আছে
So we are at the Oval. That's the first thing. And it's cloudy and nice, quite overcast. It's beautiful
slight
actually.
drizzle.
The drizzle has
It's best
stopped.
fitting.
Drizzle has stopped.
Very cinematic.
आप
Like
थोड़ा दिखा दो.
if you take DSLR pictures and you take pictures of the players, you know there'll be raindrops. So quite cinematic for everybody. This is what is going on right now. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Gargi is gone from the frame because of the height.
Okay, so what's happening? ओए लाइव है हम लोग.
हाँ ठीक है बताओ कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है चलता है हाँ बताओ अभी हाँ बोलो क्या बोला.
So before,
okay, the story actually is, and our colleague Bharat just informed us based on a conversation that he's now hearing, is the spat between Gautam Gambhir and the groundsman. Bharat, what are you hearing? Kindly tell us from your recording.
I wouldn't want to speculate, but it seems like a massive fight between Chief Curator Lee Fortis and Gautam Gambhir. They went on for about, I think,
About 3 to 4 minutes, yes.
And there's clearly something wrong there. Again, I wouldn't like to speculate. It could be the pitch, it could be the conditions, it could be anything.
We're not sure about what this fight is about.
But there was what we did see, Gautam Gambhir extremely agitated, pointing fingers at the curator and multiple times trying to say something, and he was not holding back. As is very Gautam Gambhir wasn't holding back. At that point in time, Sitanshu Kotak tried to mediate and literally took the curator to one side. But even at that point in time, one could see Gautam Gambhir not willing to sort of, let it be, because he was quite agitated, frustrated about something. What the exact issue is, we still don't know. And as it will not be right to speculate. We will have to ask at the press conference and come back and tell you exactly what the issue was. But you've seen the visuals. You have seen the visuals on Rev Sports.
Quite interesting, and I wonder what all of this is about, because before that spat happened and before the entire team came into the nets to start their practice, you could actually see the entire support staff, Gautam Gambhir, Mone Mokal, Sitanshu Kotak, and a couple more standing with the pitch curator, the chief curator. They were close to the pitch and they had this long discussion. And after that, some 15-20 minutes later is when the spat happened. So I wonder what this was about, because there was a long chat where Gautam Gambhir, the rest of the support staff, and the pitch curator had a conversation over there. Remember, I think you weren't there, but I was pointing to someone that, do you notice that there's a long conversation happening over there?
Either way, I thought the spat was quite an intense one, and that's the high point of this morning's practice session, or the news point of this morning's practice session. Sorry, because Gautam Gambhir was extremely agitated, and he wasn't holding back. He's not one to hold back. Sitanshu Kotak then got the curator out from the main net. By the way, it started at the second net in front of us. That's where Gautam is still standing. Kargi, if you could show where Gautam is standing, he was still in there. And he had actually walked into the net, inside the net. Gautam had walked inside the net, and that's where the argument started. And he literally walked out with the curator. And thereafter, you can see, in the second net, Gautam Gambhir still standing at the top of the net. That's where he stands and watches practice. Where Akashdeep is bowling, he's standing. Good ball. Akashdeep is bowling full tilt, by the way. Kuldeep Yadav is bowling on Kuldeep Yadav, the first net, right? From our side. Yes. Kuldeep Yadav first net, Akashdeep second net. Now Anshul Kamboj runs in. But that's where Gautam Gambhir is, or was. Arshdeep is bowling with the new ball. Okay. Akash is bowling with the new ball. What is Arshdeep bowling with? He's also bowling with the new ball. Both of them are bowling with the new ball, Akashdeep and Arshdeep. So that's the other update. But coming back to the Gautam Gambhir spat, he was there. And all of a sudden, he actually walked in. He walked into the net. Gargi ghuma dijiye. So he actually walked in. And once he was in, and the curator kind of walked up to him and tried to make a point or say something, and that's when the whole thing blew up. Exactly what it was, we will only be able to find out more at the time
Sometime
of the
later,
press
yeah.
conference, whoever comes, provided the Indians don't play it down. There could be an attempt to play it down, but at that point in time, it was quite intense. It
Yeah.
was quite
And
intense.
everyone here, all the media here, caught it happening.
Yeah, everybody's put out
Otherwise,
visuals.
it could have gone under the radar if this had happened some time ago, because everyone wasn't here. But this happened in front of everyone, and it was quite heated.
Okay, so we have the update as to exactly what happened. Come, Devashish. If we have the update, let's get it done. Come on.
So the person involved.
One second.
Mike.
So the person involved who Gautam Gambhir had an altercation with is Lee Fortis.
Yeah.
He's the head groundsman of Surrey County. He has been with Surrey for last 10 years or more, and he has a history of having a altercation with the visiting teams, and it is not the first time that it has happened. Yes, and he has a history of having an altercation, and the incident all happened just moments before the incident happened. He was seen having a long chat with Brendan McCallum, England head coach, and Rob Key.
Correct.
And moments after that, Gautam Gambhir was seen going and having a look at the wicket, and that is where something was said, or rather, he stopped the Indian head coach, and then it all happened. And Gautam Gambhir was clearly seen animated, pointing his finger at Lee Fortis.
Something like that. So Brendan and Rob Key went there. Clearly, because we also saw Brendan and Rob Key walked.
All the visuals have been sent.
All visuals have been sent. And they
But
walked in
even
front of us.
Gautam Gambhir and the rest of the coaching staff were there for a very long time at the
That was at the other end, but clearly something was said to him.
something was
After
said.
which
Definitely.
it all
So
started.
what we are trying to piece together based on what Devashish is saying is around 9:30 a.m. in the morning when the Indians were practicing. By the way, this is India's time to practice. Okay, that's when the England head coach Brendan McCallum and Rob Key walked in and went straight up to the pitch. In fact, they even greeted some of the Indian players. So they may have gone and checked the wicket or the pitch, and Lee Fortis did not say anything or whatever. But thereafter, what Devashish is saying, when Gautam went there could have been an altercation of some sort. There could have been something said, and Gautam Gambhir clearly lost his cool, or clearly lost his patience had run out. And Gautam Gambhir is not one to hold back, is what we know. We will find out more on this, but this morning's highlight, the news point, if you want to say, and these things I love. I absolutely love. Now that Manchester has made it spicy, Shubman said one thing, one team is playing in the spirit of the game. All of this stuff is in the background. And thereafter, Zach Crawley, Ben Stokes, and all of these guys trying to needle India about the hundreds, India giving it back. Against the backdrop, the curator wants to spice it up and put some garnish. Not bad. Not bad. The Oval Test match is beautifully set up. We will figure out and find out more. Where is the curator now, by the way? Has he?
Yes, he has gone in. That's the room for the curator.
Can we go and find out from him?
Why can't?
We should go and ask him what is the problem.
Yeah, we can.
So you are the leader. Why don't you take the lead? Nobody says no to you. Devashish Sen, curator, get us an interview, please. That will be quite something, provided he doesn't sort of say no to you.
Saying on record,
No, but is there an issue?
Unless he fights with you as well.
No, if he fights, that's a story. If he fights with Devashish, is a story.
Frontline
Yes,
soldiers.
I'll hold your bag. Keep the bag here.
You should move to this seat.
Just try if you can get any information what is wrong with the thing, and if things are settled now, we don't want anything else. So Devashish Sen, try with the curator.
You should move to this seat.
Yeah, I had moved there because Devashish had come with the breaking news update. Now Gargi, over to you to give update on Akashdeep, who's now running in full steam. And he has actually picked up steam in the last 15 minutes. Arshdeep, who's also bowling full tilt, and Kuldeep Yadav. Over to you.
So it was, Gautam Gambhir in the last press conference after the fourth test had confirmed that Akashdeep and Arshdeep, all the fast bowlers are quite fit, and there's no injury concern there. Right now, what we're seeing is 3 nets simultaneously, going on. First net, you have Is that Dhruv Jurel? Is that Abhimanyu?
Dhruv Jurel.
Dhruv Jurel you have in the first net, and
Sai is in the second.
Prasidh Krishna, Arshdeep Singh are bowling to Dhruv Jurel, and Mone Mokkal is having a very close look at both those bowlers. In the second net, you have Sai Sudarshan, to whom Akashdeep and Shardul Thakur and also Anshul Kamboja bowling. In the third net, you have Abhimanyu Iswaran who's taking throwdowns, and that's the net where everyone is getting ready and warming up before going into the bowler's net. Also in the first net, you have a Kuldeep Yadav who's been bowling for a very, very long time. And if we talk about, should I turn it around and speak over the visuals?
Why not? Absolutely,
Everyone would love to see what's going on here. So there we go. There are the net sessions. I will sum up the entire thing for you guys again. Let me see. Yes, you can take a good look at the net session. Now, so in the first net, you have Dhruv Jurel. Kuldeep Yadav has just bowled to him. The other two bowlers in there are Prasidh Krishna and Arshdeep Singh. Arshdeep Singh is bowling full tilt. There's no injury concern there. In the second net, you have Sai Sudarshan and Shardul Thakur, Akashdeep and Anshul Kamboja are bowling in that net. Again, Akashdeep is bowling full tilt, full steam. There's no injury concern with Akashdeep either. And the third net, you're seeing Abhimanyu Iswaran just taking throwdown. So that's where they are warming up. But if we talk about the batters, I think we should point out, it's important to highlight the fact that Sai Sudarshan was the first batter in today, the first player in. Even before the Indian team arrived, Sai Sudarshan had been there for half an hour or even more, because we arrived half an hour before the team, and Sai Sudarshan had already padded up. He was taking his knockings and playing on the front foot for a very, very long time. The same kind of drills that we saw at Lord's as well in the nursery nets. So that's the update from the practice session, and obviously the other news point or the other highlight was Gautam Gambhir's altercation with the head curator of the Oval. From what we're hearing, there was quite, and we saw it happening. There was quite an altercation, quite a heated argument between the two. But we'll find out soon enough what that entire altercation was about. You're seeing Mone Mokkal in that first net having a very, very close look at how Arshdeep and Kuldeep Yadav are bowling. So are you finally seeing, and the question, are you finally going to see Kuldeep Yadav in the playing 11?
You should, because the way I see the team, and this is my team, KL Rahul, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Sai Sudarshan, Shubman Gill, Washington Sundar at 5, Ravindra Jadeja at 6, Dhruv Jurel at 7.
Oh.
And that's your top 7. You might just want to push Washington Sundar up based on what he did, and he should be pushed up. He's a far better batter and he's proved that. Dhruv Jurel will be playing the first test match of the series, let him come 7. So 1 to 7, Dhruv Jurel at 7. And thereafter, I think the curator is back there at the wicket. There you go. The head curator is back there at the wicket, and we will get you more visuals of that. Our correspondents Devashish and Rohan are on that story. The moment the curator goes back to his room, which is on the right there, on the right next to that Surrey, that dugout there, the moment he's the man. आप थोड़ा दिखा दीजिए.
वो है frame में.
Okay, so the curator is actually now behind the Indian net. If you see, that's the head curator of this particular cricket ground. It was quite an altercation, quite a heated argument, and that has spiced up this morning's practice session. But coming to the rest of the team, I've given you my 7. It's an obvious 7, so I'm not giving you any rocket science. And number 8 to 11 becomes interesting. Number 8 to 11, I absolutely see Jasprit Bumrah playing. I honestly will be very surprised if Jasprit Bumrah doesn't put his hand up and turn up at the Oval with the series on the line. There is no Sri Lanka series. He will get an absolute 6-week break, 5-week break ahead of the Asia Cup if the Asia Cup happens finally. And so Jasprit Bumrah, 5 straight weeks workload management cannot stop you from not playing this particular game. This is a massive game. WTC, points on the line, series on the line, test match on the line. 2-2 means world to India. After good ball, Prasidh Krishna, and that is the 20th time that Dhruv Jurel has gotten beaten. So Dhruv Jurel will be under the pump. That's why I said 7. Number 8 for me, Akashdeep. One between Arshdeep and Akashdeep. On this wicket, I would want to go with Akashdeep because he's a proven customer. Akashdeep at number 8. Number 9, Kuldeep Yadav. Or rather, Kuldeep Yadav at number 8. Kuldeep Yadav at number 8 as a better batter. He has a decent defensive technique, Kuldeep Yadav. Kuldeep Yadav at number 8. Akashdeep at number 9. And then Jasprit Bumrah at number 10 and Mohammad Siraj at number 11. So the changes, 3. That's a good shot from Jurel of Kuldeep. Stepping out, taking the ball, and then hitting him back over the bowler's head. That was a good shot. So 3 changes. Rishabh Pant, Dhruv Jurel, forced change. Anshul Kamboj gives way to Akashdeep, and Shardul Thakur.
Anshul still bowling very slow.
Anshul Kamboj giving way to Akashdeep and Shardul Thakur giving way to Kuldeep Yadav. These are my 3 changes. Gargi, over to you. What are your changes?
Similar.
Same team?
Same
Anything you disagree, agree, suggest?
No, I don't. I see Jasprit Bumrah playing. I see Kuldeep Yadav playing. I see between the 2 choices of Arshdeep Singh and Akashdeep. I see Akashdeep being picked because of his performance at Edgbaston. And yeah, I think that's the team. I think we have the team there.
People asking about KL Rahul. KL Rahul's absolutely fine.
Nothing's wrong. What happened to KL Rahul? Nothing happened.
পিচকে কি করছা কিছু বুঝলাম না, মামাকে বলো ঠিক করে জানতে কি হয়েছে। ভাই যেটা জানালো সেটাই হয়েছে। পিচ কিউরেটরের সাথে বচসা বা ঝগড়া বা আর্গুমেন্ট, that's what has happened. A fairly heated, intense argument between the Indian head coach and the curator. Was it any kind of discriminatory attitude? We don't know yet. So it will be wrong on our part to, impute motive or say something that we don't know fully. But clearly what we have seen and we have visuals of is Gautam Gambhir involved in a tough discussion with the curator, and then Sitangshu Kotak trying to mediate, but actually the mediation did not work. The curator is still standing with his own people behind the Indian net, and as Debashish said, he has been part of this setup at the Kia Oval for a pretty long time, and has apparently a history. This is Debashish Sen saying, not me, has a history. He has sent a video. We will also play that video. Akash, Siraj and Prasidh for final test. Prasidh, no, I don't reckon. Rajiv Ranjan. Prasidh, Bumrah plays yes or no is what Rajiv is actually asking.
Yeah. No, I think Bumrah will play. Bumrah should play.
Bumrah, I think will. So that's the question that you asked. Bhai, he is getting slow, he won't play. Who? No, he will. It is not about slow or anything. And even with 135, by the way, England has gotten Jamie Overton. We will have to see what England goes with. But Jasprit Bumrah bowled 33 overs in that Manchester Test match. Even if you talk workload management, he bowled in 1 innings. Chris Wokes bowled in both. Jofra Archer bowled in both. Bryden Cars bowled in both. Ben Stokes bowled in both. So even if you think in terms of workload management and pressure, you have to say Jasprit Bumrah did not bowl in the second innings, so he should be okay. He should be okay because this is not the Border Gavaskar Trophy that he has played all 5 test matches. He did not play in Birmingham. He had a bit of a break in Edgbaston, and now he bowled in 1 innings in Manchester. That means the last 2 days of the Manchester Test match he did not bowl. And now another 3-4 days break ahead of the Oval. I think that's decent enough rest, guys. Decent enough rest for someone to put his hand up and come and play.
I think yes. I think like you said in the video that we did, that went out today. You said, you know, Shubman Gill should go up to Jasprit Bumrah and say that the team needs you, that you should be in the team right now as one of the most senior, as one of the senior most players in the team. It is your time to, you know, sort of take responsibility. The series is still 2-2. Series
Someone's
is not
asking,
2-2,
do we
sorry.
need 3 spinners? The question is not about 3 spinners. Washington Sundar is a perfect batting all-rounder. Ravindra Jadeja has been one of your best batters of this series and is again, at least based on this series, the perfect batting all-rounder. Kuldeep Yadav will be your out-and-out spinner. So don't say 3 spinners. I don't think that is a correct description of the Indian team. Ravindra Jadeja has scored what, 500 plus runs?
Yeah.
Washington Sundar has got 100 in Manchester and a 50 in Birmingham, and also a very decent 30 odd at Lords. So close to 200 plus runs from Washington Sundar. And as I said, Ravindra Jadeja, one of the best batters for India in this series. So it is absolutely not about 3 spinners playing in this game. Look, I think India should go all guns. This is an England side that is a tired England side. This is an England side that will be really feeling the pinch. I want to actually see how many of the England boys come today and train. Because that bowling attack of Bryden Cars, of Chris Wokes, of Jofra Archer and Ben Stokes really looked completely dead and buried to me in Manchester. Do they still have it in the tank? Does Ben Stokes again somehow, somewhere cobble some energy to come up and deliver at the Kia Oval? We have to wait. But Wokes, with the bowling that he has done, Cars with the... Do you see changes in England? And if you see changes, how many changes do you see for England?
Ben Stokes.
Ben Stokes will play. Yeah, they've announced the team. The 15 they have. But the question is, will they make changes in that bowling attack? The team, they have added Jamie Overton. But
I don't really see a change.
So you mean to say all these bowlers will have the energy to come and play?
I think they will, because that's your best bowling attack.
No, I mean I absolutely don't see all of these guys having that.
I mean they don't have anyone better. That's what that's the point that
I don't see Cars. I don't see, between Cars and Wokes, I see one of them certainly sitting out and Overton replacing. I don't see England having all of them together. Wokes, pace will drop. Look, another 40-50 overs. Yeah, even Wokes has, but 40-50 overs. Correct. But I don't see. See, it's about energy. I don't think England has it in the tank for all of them to come and play. Ben Stokes is a superhuman athlete. Not everybody is. Chris Wokes is not getting younger. I think we are getting more now. Devashish Sen will soon come and tell us a little bit more as to exactly what happened. Yes, we will report back very shortly on what happened, because we are actually, as we speak, Devashish is trying to get us more on the exact story. So hold on with us. We will get you the exact story in just about any time now. We will give you the exact story as to what happened. Let him come and tell us. But coming to the England team, who replaces Wokes? Atkinson? Who replaces Overton?
Overton, I think.
Because they've got Overton again will be a good batter.
Yeah.
So once again a very good batter. But Liam Dawson, yes, I know Liam Dawson batted well and looked a very accomplished batter to me. But Liam Dawson, the bowler, 43 overs on a 5th-day wicket, could not even beat 5 times, was not even club level. He could not even figure out. Trisha is absolutely, he could not even figure out the patch.
And there was a moment in the match where Ben Stokes literally took Dawson and showed him the patch like this.
Also,
he showed it to him like this.
Dawson had an argument. Stokes wanted Dawson to come round the wicket, but he was not comfortable.
Who is this? Bornashish Chakraborty. Boryada, how's the weather for the next 5 days? Actually, Gargi will do us a weather video today. And every day, you will be able to get a weather video from us. But overview at this point in time, Gargi, आप ये super chat जो है आप देख लीजिएगा. बहुत सवाल आ रहा है and it's flying off again. I have no clue what's happening. But the weather update that I have seen so far is cloudy, but day 1 is rain, some rain, in the first half. But whether or not it clears out, we still don't know. Still 2 days to go. Except day 1, the rest of the days are bright and sunny based on the prediction of the London Met Department that we have seen. So I can give you that straight up, that the weather prediction for the next 5 odd days, at least at this point in time, day 1, some rain, pre-lunch session, the rest of the 4 days, totally fine. So result, yes. Don't not see a result at the Oval, because this is one of those grounds where you might have a result, and there are some fantastic Indian memories of this particular cricket ground, starting with our first victory against England in 1971.
So, Sitanshu Kotak is having a chat with the Indian team, with the security head from ECB, and explaining what exactly happened when it comes to that altercation. They are having that chat over there. Look, Debashish has written to us. So, yeah. That's the latest update on the altercation.
Let's have some more juice on this. Let the curator go and complain. Then we will have Gautam Gambhir also take him down. This won't be bad. The series needs to be more spiced up, because this is now ruthless combat. This is a free for all fight. India will not back down. India will absolutely not back down. Gautam Gambhir is not one of those people to back down, and he should not. If there was anything discriminatory that was said, if there was anything discriminatory that was done, Gautam Gambhir should not back down. Gargi, your first impressions of Kuldeep Yadav the last half an hour based on what he's bowled?
Have him in your team. Why has he been?
No, if you see closely,
Yeah.
if you see Kuldeep closely, twice or thrice he beat the batter in flight. Yes, Dhruv Jurel did come forward and hit him for a couple, but the trajectory he is bowling, the way he is bowling, Kuldeep Yadav has looked pretty good to me.
But he's been looking pretty good throughout the series.
I thought his energy had dipped a bit in Manchester. When I saw him, the perky Kuldeep Yadav, the bubbly Kuldeep Yadav was not there to be seen in Manchester. Let's watch him bowl a couple of balls closely, and Arshdeep and who's that? Prasid. Arshdeep and
Yes.
Prasid having a long chat at the top of the bowling mark.
Is this
Gautam Gambhir watching very, very intently. Morne Mokal is now Kuldeep. Let's see the ball.
too full?
That was a foolish ball which was driven, but Kuldeep Yadav has again been bowling for close to 40 odd minutes. Maybe a little more. Kuldeep Yadav, can he finally get his moment under the sun and play? Who's padding up? Lord is padding up to have a batting stint. Kuldeep Yadav, let's see, because it's essential. Gautam Gambhir. Who's that? Arshdeep Singh.
Should we come back with the...
The pitch curator's details?
Yes.
Possibly, yes. Let's...
12:30 at the end of the practice?
Yeah, we can.
12:30 our time, of course.
Correct, which is our 5 at 5 show, right?
Yeah.
Let's go for 5 more minutes and we'll
Yes.
close this one, and we will absolutely be back at 5 at 5.
Have you had a look at the pitch?
From the press box, I had a glimpse, because when I went to the press box to request Chris Kerr to give us an overflow seat, because the press box is very stuffy. The oval
you know
press
what?
box is the worst in England.
I don't know what it is, but the wall in front of the seats is so high. I sat down there and I realized I can't watch the game from here.
Trisha, have you heard that? From the press box seat, she could not see because of the height.
Because of, they've got a gigantic wall in front, which I don't understand why it's there, but it's there for some reason. It's too high. It's higher than the one we saw at the Old Trafford. Anyway,
This one is actually a ball outside off stump, which I have to...
it's a genuine concern. If you guys want to make fun of that, sure.
But no, I think overflow is better. Overflow is the better seat just because of the stuffiness of this press box. And it's a very small press box. But where is the wall? Which wall? Where is the hindrance? Inside the press box.
On the table, there's like a thing where the sockets and everything are. It's too high. Inside, I'll show you.
So in front of the seat, you mean?
Nothing. Let's leave it.
We'll figure that out. If there is an overflow seat, you take that. Okay. How will the pitch play a role in team selection? How are nets inside the ground? Oval nets are inside the ground. Not every ground will you have nets outside. In Leeds, it was inside the ground.
On
Birmingham
the side, you have these practice wickets. So these are not on the side actually. These are all in a row in the middle of the ground, and obviously
that's how it is for all the grounds in England.
In India, we usually have them on the
side.
Where,
that is right.
The state teams and all can also practice, and the local teams can practice as well.
But here there are about 8-10 pitches right across the stadium, around the middle. That's where the pitches are. Kaar sathe? Haan, Gargi ye dekho. Kuldeep and Gautam. That's a good visual. Kuldeep with Gautam Gambhir.
On your screens, I know it's not too zoomed, but you can see Gautam Gambhir having a very long chat with Kuldeep Yadav. And from the looks of it, I think they're talking about turn.
Also where he pitches kind of something.
Yes, something like that, yes.
About round the wicket over the wicket because he was showing his right hand इस तरफ and उस तरफ.
I think वो ऐसे करके ऐसे बता रहा था. He was talking about this.
देखो दोबारा कुछ बोल रहा है उसको. Okay, so there you go. That conversation between Gautam Gambhir and Kuldeep Yadav is still on. Okay, let's close this one. But now that you've seen all the stadiums, how do you compare Oval? Your first impressions of the Oval?
Oh, it's
compared to all of the other ones?
It's beautiful. I think this is so much
a
more
bigger
private.
Stadium?
Bigger? I think this is a smaller stadium.
More crowd capacity compared to Lord's?
Crowd capacity, yes, but this is so close.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's very close and very up and personal with actually what's going on the field, and that's why I say that it feels a little small because you've got history.
I think
it's something
firstly,
about
look,
English
this is an
grounds.
open stadium again, right? Unlike Edgbaston, which was high, it only if you are in the Mickey Stewart Members Pavilion or up there will you be high. Otherwise, you are pretty close. You are very close to the action.
There are definitely a lot of high seats, which will also be cheaper, of course. But then, if you're
no, not necessarily. See, for example, the hospitality boxes.
No, look at those. Those are so high.
See, no, seats are okay, but some of the boxes are also up there. Those are corporate boxes. Yeah. Above those Kia, the Mickey Stewart Pavilion, those are corporate boxes. But
I don't think there is a bad seat here. You can still get really good view, unlike. You have to remember where I come from, the Feroz Shah Kotla, where there are pillars in the middle of the stadium, and you never know what might be blocking your view. So this is a beautiful.
This
my
is
first
a
time here.
bigger stadium than Edgbaston. The spread, if you see in that sense, it gives you the feel, which is partly bigger. Unlike, again, I mean, it has been redone. All of this is new. They have added a lot of stuff, unlike Manchester, which is still has retained that oldish kind of look, the Old Trafford Stadium, even the alleyways and all of that. Here where you see the Pommery Champagne and those parts, the Kia Oval. So this is an interesting, and also, unlike Lord's where there are a lot of protocols, you can't do this, you can't do this. Here the stadium authorities will have more leeway. Here the stadium authorities will have more chances of experimenting. That's what I'm trying to say, with say galleries, with sponsors, with multiple other things. Then you saw the 2 points that you made to me, one about your copy, that poster. Talk about that. I mean, I don't see that in any Indian ground.
Oh yeah, so there was this, you know how you have boards for centuries and 5-wicket hauls and wickets and all of that. There's a board out there which also memorializes all the head ground ground staff of the of the oval. And I think that's such a beautiful thing to do, because often you don't see the ground staff getting the respect that they deserve, getting the recognition that they deserve, when it's them who are actually working day in and out, trying to make things happen for the teams. And honestly, they are the backbone of cricket.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
By the way,
So-
the conversation between Gautam and Kuldeep continues, and Ajit Agarkar has now come and is also watching the practice alongside Sitangshu Kotak. To Dhruv Jurel. Okay, so Trisha reports Ajit Agarkar came and first spoke to Dhruv Jurel, and Kuldeep Yadav and Gautam Gambhir conversation just about ended, finally. And Ajit and Gautam are now together. And Gautam is finally seen smiling, which is the first time this morning. Yellow.
Okay. All right. A super chat here. Atkinson for cars, Cook for walks.
I don't think Cook for Overton ko le sakta hai, because, but again, you said you don't think
I honestly don't
Kuldeep?
think I'll think.
Kuldeep, na? That scream, because I think he clearly beat him. Yeah, clearly beat him.
I think they will.
এটা কি লর্ড না, এটা জাগাদিসান
না না লট তো
ছিল লর্ড,
হ্যাঁ
তো জাগাদিসান করতে গেল।
চেঞ্জ করছে যে।
আচ্ছা, okay. Yeah, so you
This
again,
is Jagadishan.
yeah, so I thought it was but Shardul was there.
Acha.
But the question again to you, I mean, an attack which has been the same for 4 test matches, except
No.
Archer,
Yeah.
except Archer, you think all of them will be able to hold up physically?
No, I have this feeling that if they really want to win this test match,
Yeah, but without energy.
I don't know. Passion can make you do strange things.
Yeah, correct,
I'm
but-
only speculating. I'm saying that it would be a little foolish not to go in with your best 11. It's one final test match. Give it your all.
That's
That's what I'm
my
saying.
counterpoint to that is that,
Yeah,
and
you're
understand,
completely
I
worn
understand
out.
where
You're completely
exactly.
worn out.
So if you are, is that your best 11 when your physical state is not 100% to be able to give that 100%?
Yeah. That's
so
the
so
question here.
that's where I am coming from.
Yeah,
But
that's the question.
I will be very intrigued to see if England go in with the same bowling attack.
I think it'll be interesting. If they do, then that will be a statement.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
You reckon in these 3 days he will play, but can Stokes be 100%? No.
No, he won't be. He won't be. And I think, again, he will have to bowl through pain. And he will do that because we all know how passionate and how intense Ben Stokes is. He will want to take that lead from the front. But when is the next test series that they have to play?
तो अभी टाइम है, बट साउथ
Time
अफ्रीका
है।
विल कम, वो
तो
अलग बात है।
इसीलिए मुझे ये लग रहा है कि वो एक लास्ट टाइम पुश कर देंगे. I have a feeling that they will push. Otherwise, obviously, they have multiple options. They have a Jamie Overton. They have a Gus Atkinson. तो
जेमी ओवरटन क्या करेगा?
कुछ कर नहीं पाएंगे, वो अलग बात है.
हाँ, वो तो, बट ये विकेट में कर भी सकते हैं।
I think there are about 70-80 questions on what is that building in front of you? Circular building, sir. What is that building?
अरे, this is iconic oval. This was not a building. This has been there like this. This part, anybody who has seen cricket at the oval has seen this for the last 40-50 years. If you come to the oval, that's where you go out, you turn left, that's where the parking spot is, you keep going. Now, when I came back this time, and the first thing I pointed out is there are penthouses being built and apartments being built. I have not seen this. This is where in the last 1 year, 2 years, even in 23, this wasn't there. When I came for the 2023 World Test Championship final to this particular venue, I did not see any of these penthouses or apartments being built here. So this is all new construction. And maybe the next time round when we come, we might even stay in one of these apartments, which I'm sure will be costly. So these are, but the structure is the most iconic oval structure that you are possibly seeing in front. So but the
That's what that
apartments
is.
are all new. All, in fact, I'm quite surprised that this iconic piece will not be there once these apartments are done. It can't be there like in the way we have seen the Oval. Otherwise, if you see, this is a very crazy kind of ground. There's a weird mix between the traditional and the modern. Look at that pavilion. I don't know if Gargi is able to show you. If she's able to show you the Mickey Stewart pavilion, look at that pavilion. That's an old pavilion. But on the left is a new stand. Where is a new stand? On the right is a relatively new stand. Here where the press box is a new stand. So this is a very strange kind of ground. Unlike Lords, where you can't do much, here you can. Surrey, the host, the county club, county cricket club, they can experiment a lot with the Oval. So that's what it is. I think khatam karte hain, and we will
Hanji.
be back at about 12:30.
India time at 5, we will be back with all the updates. Of course, the biggest one that we're waiting for is what went down between Gautam Gambhir and the head curator, because that was quite a heated argument. We'll be back at 5. Don't forget to join us then. And also don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much.